Steve, we have VAR again this season. I want to get your thoughts on all of it, Alfie and Glen as well. How are we feeling about VAR next season?
Can't wait. I mean, it's interesting, actually, looking back at all our games in the Championship. I don't think there were that many goals that we scored that would have subsequently been ruled out.
Spoke without a penalty for Jan Bednarek doing a rugby tackle, but
yeah, I mean, there'd have been a few sort of occasional incidents, but it wasn't like the year we went down where there seemed to be something stupid in every game, whether it was at the attacking end or the defensive end of the pitch. I just hope that it's a little bit lighter touch, or actually more that the referees apply it a little bit more sensibly. Because I mean, I've always said that I like the concept of it, but unfortunately, it's being implemented by idiots, and that kind of comes from the top of both the Premier League and PGMOL, in that they've basically given the referees directives to referee the game completely differently to any other league in the world. And that's basically why they end up looking stupid.
Steve, question for you. What's going to be for the first 3 weeks of the season, what's going to be the new on-trend referee thing to do? Is it going to be 15 minutes at a time, wearing blue boxes?
From what I saw an article a few days ago, I think the topic is dangerously for us is going to be defensive shirt pulling from set pieces.
Oh, okay.
So guarantee Jan Bednarek gives away a penalty in the first 2 weeks from that. But I mean, the thing that absolutely fascinates me and baffles me in equal parts about VAR this season is we've got semi-automated offsides coming in, which is great. It will speed up the process much quicker to get a decision, so you're not waiting around for ages, regardless of how close the decision is. You get the decision straight away. The only things that take time is if there's like interference or some player stood, like the ones where the keeper stood in the eye line, the goalkeeper and that sort of stuff. But that's supposedly not going to be ready until like October. I mean, I just find this staggering that with all the money that the Premier League has got, that they've not been able to get this system in place for the opening day, and it compromises the integrity of the league. You can't be playing under different playing conditions for
but they don't care about that.
For 3/4 of the season. It's ridiculous.
See the FA Cup every year. Some games play with VAR, some aren't. It's crazy. I totally agree. Yeah, but it'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for the FA Cup, it should basically draw a line that from the quarterfinals onwards, you use it. Doesn't matter what ground you're playing at, you get it done. You pay the money.
You can. That's the thing. They can't get it done, can they? They can't install it on a week's notice.
Well, it shouldn't be that difficult. It's a load of extra cameras. They've already got the data feed, the satellite streaming and stuff going into Stockley Park, because that's where the iFollow streaming service was run from. So they've already got the data connections. It's just the will to do it. And frankly, the FA haven't got that, unfortunately.
My opinion on VAR, and I'm sure that you can give me a million studies to say that it works. It does work in terms of correct decisions. They get 10% more decisions probably correct than they would if they didn't. I just think it's crap. The season in the Championship without it was fantastic. This year's brilliant without it. It's just going to be boring. And the semi-automated offsides are massive because I didn't think in the Euros it wasn't too disruptive until the English referees got hold of it. So I'm happy for that to come in because the offside waiting for things that you can see clearly is boring. But like you said, there's going to be re-refereeing games, making rules up as I go along. I'm very much not looking forward to that aspect of being back in the Premier League.
No, it's important from a fan, match-going fan perspective. Not having it is brilliant. The ball goes in the net. Linesman ain't got his flag up.
You're nuts.
It's a goal. Yeah. Go nuts. Great. I always go back whenever I talk about this. I always go back to the Theo Walcott goal at Brighton, last game of the season. We'd already been relegated. 2-0 down, back to 2-1. Walcott scores. It's like the first moment of proper joy of that entire crap season, and it gets disallowed for a toenail. And there's no there's no camera angle picture that says that's offside. It's just garbage. So as a match going fan, I think it's horrific, but it's here to stay. We've got to put up with it. It's just one of those things. Let's just hope we score enough goals for it to be relevant to us.
Yeah.